the Super Reaction Bros. I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And a special guest star, Nick Slade from 123 Wrestling Boys.
And our Mo brothers over
in the background over there.
We are doing a special. Sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled video reactions for the week, but
I'm not sorry.
Shut up.
Shut up.
We're here to react to the official trailer for the fantastic, the number 4 First Steps. Now, the reason we wanted to do this while we are on vacation for WrestleMania weekend is pretty simple.
Go ahead.
Nick Slade is quite possibly the most anti-current MCU guy we know.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Anti-current. Like, he started liking them, and then after a while, he was like, what the fuck are they doing?
What are they doing with this? What are they doing with that? Right?
So, going into this, he already hates for the decision for their version of Silver Surfer. Okay, ignoring Silver Surfer, what did you think? Ignoring the concept of Silver Surfer, ignoring the controversy around that, what did you think of the first teaser for this?
I like how the thing looks. I don't like the voice. I'm not a fan of Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
I do like how Johnny Storm and Sue Storm look, though. And I do love how they're doing the retro future thing.
Okay, cool. We got him at least that, because I already know what he hates about the rest of it.
Yep.
And it also looks like they're doing Comcast Galactus and not a big cloud.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
4 things.
Okay.
4 things.
See, I'm fair.
Yeah, I already know.
To an
but
extent.
I already know your
To an
list.
extent.
I already know your list for hate is longer.
Well,
Anyways.
No, we're not going to get into it. Otherwise, we're going to be here for half an hour.
Yeah, I
and don't have
know.
the time
Let's
for
dive
it.
into this for the official trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps.
Here we go.
So here we go.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed. This car? Our city, our
They're
planet,
skipping the
owe a
origin.
debt to these
Yeah.
injustices.
Yeah,
They're
they're
smart.
They're pulling Spider-Man
We can never
too.
repay them. We can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four! Please welcome
looks like
the
60s.
Fantastic Four.
That is what they're doing here is a reference to the Beatles on the...
Yeah.
Oh, Herbie.
How's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic. You're late?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
Oh, right
I just
there.
said that. Are you pregnant? What? You're gonna be the best mom in
What?
the world. And you
Oh,
are
we're
gonna
just
be the best
teasing
dad.
Franklin?
Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
Are they teasing Franklin already?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna skip that. No, I'll show all these comics.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Okay,
There we go.
surfboards.
Yes, we are. Your planet is now marked for death.
So that
Oh,
shot.
that shot.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
And they heard. Oh, that's a good line.
So that means he did something to get his attention. That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family.
Oh.
Shit.
Has to be us.
Shit. Ooh, we got a little bit of stretch.
There it goes.
There you go.
We will protect you.
Love the
This
music.
theme is good. Oh, they're just gonna show foot.
Yeah,
Just
he's
gonna show
walking.
foot.
Walking.
Oh.
He's walking the city.
Okay. So let's start with Nick. Let's go with positive.
Let's go
before
with
Nick's
Nick,
go
yeah.
or anything else.
Okay.
Nick, what did you enjoy about this trailer?
I like how it looks. I like how the world looks. It's like the 60s, but more like retro. How the 60s thought the future would look.
Yeah.
the technology.
That's how it caught my eye. I know.
I like how, like I said, Thing looks. Don't like the voice. I feel like it should be a little lower, gravelly. To me, the best voice for Thing was always the '90s Fantastic Four cartoon.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
I love that version.
Oh, yeah, definitely too.
And I feel like Thing, he's supposed. I don't know. Maybe we will get more of that here in the movie. But I always thought that Thing's just a wise ass. Like he's just always comment on everything.
Well, that's okay. I'll give you this. Here's the thing. They chose. I know you didn't like the voice, but they chose the right actor to play him. Even Moss Baccarat.
Yeah.
He's from The Bear,
and he didn't want to show he is.
He is that. He is a
that.
sarcastic motherfucker.
He is. So they picked the perfect person for that.
Yeah.
And the guy playing Giant Storm seems like good. I do always like Chris Evans as Giant Storm. I'm hoping they do. One thing I think they got right in the 2000s movies was how Thing and Johnny go at it all the time.
Yeah.
But I guess I go into things I'm not a fan of.
Go on.
I'm not. I don't think Pedro comes off as Reed. I just don't feel Reed Richards from. What is the name of the actor who played him in 2000s? Ian
Grafogli.
Yeah.
I thought he was perfect as Reed. I liked. Was it John Krasinski?
John Krasinski.
I can't remember names. I thought
You're afraid names tonight.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not great with names. John Krasinski, I felt Reed coming off him. I think what was bothering me is the mustache. Because Reed either has a full beard or he's always clean shaven.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just not feeling Reed from him. Maybe because I'm just too familiar with Pedro Pascal and other things. Galactus looks great. Again, I do not like they're not using Norrin Red. And I have to emphasize to people who don't know, Silver Surfer is one of my favorite characters of all time. I love the Silver Surfer. I collected all the comic books as a kid from like the 80s and 90s. So Silver Surfer is an important character.
Yeah, he is.
And the fact they're using such an obscure version, like it's Charlotte Ball from Earth X, which was only one issue, and she dies in that same issue. Spoiler alert from a comic from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's not even a canon book. It's from an alternate timeline. And so the fact they're going out of their way to do that such an obscure version and not use the one everyone loves, it just feels unnecessary. And Rise of the Silver Surfer, I know that movie has problems, but that version of Silver Surfer was great. With Lawrence Fishburne's voice and...
I think the reason they did it with the female, which I think you would understand as well, is because, again, they're dealing with the whole multiverse thing pretty much. And I'm thinking that in this multiverse, their world... That's who their Silver Surfer is.
That's what MCU is interpreting this as. That's the reason it's female Silver Surfer.
It's a female
Here's my
compared
issue,
to...
though. They're never going to do Call of Galactus again. So this is the only version of Call of Galactus storyline they're going to do in the MCU.
But there are still good stories with Silver Surfer, though, even without with Galactus. Because I've read, or not read, but I've heard of certain stories, even without it, that Silver Surfer has had.
Yeah, I'm also not a fan of the fact they're skipping so much story to get to them being so established and already having a kid. I feel like you're skipping over.
Yeah, okay, so I have to agree on that front. I was not, like, Christopher apparently been keeping up with the news on this, but like I did not know they were going to Franklin Richards' route so soon. Like seriously, like, what the hell? Like, I think this is my issue with the MCU stuff, and it's an issue that I have to bring them up, but like, this issue that James Gunn is looking to tackle with his version of the DC Universe, which is that you can enjoy your movies, all the movies, without having them have to be connected to each and every one. And I have to connect them.
And I can't understand not wanting to do the origin again, but you don't have to skip that far ahead into them. You already have to be established.
Well, maybe this is a new front they're going with. I mean, Spider-Man with Tom Holland, Spider-Man, they did a good job. Maybe... maybe with this, maybe it's a little bit slightly different. Who knows? I really don't know. We won't know for sure. We don't know if they are gonna do the same thing they did like with Tom Holland, or there's gonna be a little bit something extra they're gonna do for it. We don't know. Yeah. I like where they're going with it. For Reed, pretty much. I'm still, again, I am with you on. Don't get me wrong. I am iffy with Pedro. Doing this role pretty much because it's like he's already done so many phenomenal roles so far for big names, and it's like, okay, he didn't have to have this attached to him.
I feel like I figured out he's too suave as Reed. Reed is supposed to be a bit of he's what's the right word for it? He's antisocial. He's awkward. He's a genius but he doesn't have common sense. He has book smarts, but not street smarts. So I just don't. I feel like this version of Reed is just way too suave and sophisticated. Like I've said, like the 2000s version of Reed, I feel like that was exactly how Reed is.
Yeah, okay. So
Unless they have Sue here, the one convincing him to do otherwise or something. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Pretty much. Maybe maybe she's like his anchor, pretty much. You know, to be be a little bit more social or this or that type of situation. Who knows?
They keep like the Fantastic Four, all four equal in terms of their roles.
Oh,
I know, Reed and Sue are leaders, but I hope it doesn't become like just one of theirs, like their show.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So so dive deep into it. Me and Chris definitely want to get our little bits of thoughts we have left on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like I think visually, regardless of where they've gone with Silver Surfer, I think visually they look pretty spot on. I think the voice work is very well done. That feels threatening.
Yeah.
From what they bring. I still have issues with like them having to like rush everything about Fantastic Four into one Fantastic Four film just so we can get to the Doomsday Secret Wars stuff.
They're rushing things again.
Yeah. Now, I don't like that either. I can get why people are tired of Pedro Pascal. Like, he's in everything.
Yeah.
Like, everything. And I can get why, like, that effect's kind of worn off on people. Especially, I know it's not just the mustache. I think overall it's just Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. I feel like he's being too suave as Reed.
For me, I still like Pedro Pascal. I still think the reason he's been so much is because he is a really good actor. Like, maybe too much licensed properties. I think that's some issue for people. But, like, I'm down to give it a chance, especially Vanessa Kirby. Like, I think Vanessa Kirby is like the biggest like her and Joseph Quinn are definitely the more underappreciated parts of this team.
Of the film and the team.
Yeah, because Joseph Quinn, like we still have to get to that last season of Stranger Things, but like him getting this big opportunity in an MCU film is great, and then like Vanessa Kirby, who's a phenomenal actress, like finally get a chance to shine on a bigger, more like non-Fast and Furious Mission Impossible bandwagon in her own like leading role is great. Yeah, but like I said, my only real and not human, but like regular non-cloudy Galactus is dope. I'm hoping they don't just. My biggest problem is I hope they also give him fade out colors of his actual colors.
Yeah, I mean he looks like he's gonna look like a comic book.
Now, for story-wise, pretty much from where we've been getting from this, from like what Reed was saying, it sounds like Reed was trying to reach out to something, and that's why he feels like he's the one who kind of brought this to Earth.
So
that's what it feels like.
In a way, it's like they're making it Reed's fault.
As if it's Reed, that's what it feels like. Because the way he described it, the way he's just like, it feels like
that is a character for Reed to do something very stupid and getting in the world.
So we know aside from Pedro Pascal, we know they're being character accurate with the characters.
Yeah, so it feels like even when you rewatch the trailer, it's like those moments where like they're about to go up and stuff like that. They have that skepticism of like, we're not going to make this. We're not going to be able to succeed.
I fully think they're going to, unlike the previous versions of the story where they succeed by using the ultimate nullifier, I think they're going to fail and it's going to lead to them having to escape to the main line MCU.
Yeah, it's like they only have one other choice pretty much, and this is the only way out.
And Galactus will follow them.
I would be curious if they don't go that route. If instead they do save the day, but like,
the sacrifice. It's like in order for them to actually save the day, they have to make that sacrifice of going
which is that their world gets saved, but they have to be thrown into the main MCU.
Yeah, it's like one of those situations where it's like they're leaving them with that choice.
So they're basically their whole goal in like Doomsday Secret Wars is just back to their world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess by the end of Secret Wars, there's just going to be one Earth. They're probably gonna...
Well, that's a whole story for everybody. But I think anything else, Chris?
I do like how they finally showed Reed pretty much with his abilities, because we saw everybody else's, but we finally got to see Reed in full motion, which was pretty cool. You can't go wrong with that, which was awesome.
I do have to give them credit on that, because Reed's abilities on screen can look very silly.
Yeah. If it's done right,
it can work.
It can really work.
Like we recently saw that done in the live action in One Piece, how they did Luffy's powers.
Yeah, I think overall, this was still a good trailer. While it is it does have the asterisk of everything pertaining to the like Doomsday and Secret Wars, which they already confirmed. Most of the like 95, I would say 95% of the cast for Doomsday, including the Fantastic Four. Like, I'm curious to see where they go from there. But like, I think aside from that asterisk about like everything have to be connected to Doomsday and Secret Wars, I'm hoping this movie is good. I really am. They got the right designers.
I'm really pulling.
They got
for
the
it
right
as well
designers
myself.
working it. They got same team behind WandaVision working on it, and like, there's good there. I'm just hoping that good sticks, and this is not the only like standalone Fantastic Four film we get in the MCU.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, I like the first half of WandaVision, but I think the second half is not great.
Well, we'll see what happens with this. So,
Yeah.
other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about the fantastic, well, or in some cases not so fantastic MCU, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this trailer overall. What's your, even along with Nick as well, what's your overall thoughts of the MCU, of where it started, where it's at right now? You know, are you still on board like everybody else of like, you know, you're pushing forward, or are you on board with Nick where it's like, I'm
kind of done.
You're kind of done with the
kinda
MCU and you want something fresh, something different. I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reactions to this trailer overall as well. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
And of course, Nick, where can they find you aside from this channel?
Well, check me out on social media. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on XX, formerly known as Twitter, baby. And also make sure to catch us on 123 Wrestling.
Yep, that's correct. But until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And I am Nick Slade.
And this has been a very, thank God we didn't discuss RDJ's doom-filled episode of SRB.
Doom. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.